much fun, and we've received so many amazing entries, we wish we could showcase them all. However, we are now narrowing it down to 4 different finalists in these categories.
If you see these shoes on anyone else, you're going to want them. They stand out. They're going to go with anything you put on, and they're just the absolute best. How could you not love them?
It was not an easy task, but it's out of our hands now. It's in yours. Yes, that's right. You are going to be voting for which design will win each category and who will take home $250,000.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific.
Great vision, David. Thank you. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for the game with the Mavericks, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Spurs, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You know, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
That's good from Aldridge. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Murray. A 20-point game for him in the win against New York.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here's Bradley following the bucket by the Spurs. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Murray. Here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Green dishes to LeBron. The 3. Shoots over DeRozan. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Green.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Murray, here we go. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Finding a soft spot in the belly of that defense. Murray taking full advantage.
James, the pass to Green. Back to James. Now Davis. Chalk up 2 there. You know, Steve, for teams that are already struggling big time, what's a sign that the ship is going to be difficult to turn the other way and get back on track?
I think, Kevin, body language and obviously what they're saying in the media. There are some teams, you watch them, guys hit a three-point shot, they come to the bench. No one's up clapping, no one's communicating with each other. Those are the teams I think is very hard to turn around.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out San Antonio, 6.5 games behind them.
And you know, for the Lakers, they've had an impact on the league already this year. You always hear talk about the power rankings in the NBA, and they're climbing that list in a hurry.
A surprise to most outside observers, but internally, they had confidence coming into this season. Now we know why.
Nobody near Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
This is the confidence Rudy has in himself, looking to score as soon as he gets the rock.
Here's LeBron. He can't hit that time. Nice D from DeRozan. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. And the Lakers turn it over again. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Davis.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Lonnie Walker in for DeJounte Murray. Cousins, no one around him. Offensive rebound. It's good.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Here's LeBron. Trying to get open, it's Davis. LeBron with the buckets. James has got his second bucket tonight.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Spurs in a transition period. No Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, all retired or have moved on. Interesting to see how they stay competitive.
And DeRozan kicks to Cousins. Spurs passing it around. 5 on the clock. That's a 2-pointer from Walker.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
Nice shot by James. LeBron's got 6. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Poked away. Pirtle against Davis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Walker the pass to Pirtle. DeRozan on the wing. Back to Pirtle. Outside, Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Over James.
making a great play to challenge the shot. LeBron's D can shut you down.
Walker missing again. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
The Spurs have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Cousins dishes to DeRozan. And stolen by James. All alone, and LeBron throws it down.
Incredible anticipation by LeBron. Kick starts the break.
And Forbes kicks to DeRozan with 1 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it. Not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
We've watched Cousins for a while. I love the way he plays with emotion, but it has to be under control.
He's perfect from the line this time. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offense with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And we always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Number 1, JaVale McGee.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
Now here's Bradley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. DeRozan in the corner. Rebound the Lakers. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Here is Forbes. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Too much contact. You see what the defender's trying to do, but Davis can be sneaky.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
First one falls for him.
You know, perimeter scoring more important than ever. However, Anthony Davis, an elite scorer who still gets it done inside.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Cousins. Gay comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Derek White's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. Now, here's Lyles. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to White from deep. Good on the triple. White's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And you look at the top scorers in the league, not too many players 6'11" or taller.
Anthony Davis, the Greek Freak, and Karl Anthony Towns, the common thread. They can score facing the basket. All three franchise players.
And stolen by Aldridge. White, good. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Green finds James. The Lakers rebound. Back to Green. LeBron outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Davis, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Davis has got 6.
Give it to AD. He stays focused and he works. That's how he's able to beat good defense.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Here's White. And the 3 off target. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Lyles. San Antonio trailing here. Knocks it loose. Aldridge dishes to Murray. Green against White. Loads it up for Davis. And here is Murray. He has 6. Over in the corner, White. Murray surveying the D. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A season loss to injury for DeJounte Murray. He's eager to make up for the lost time, continuing his development.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Murray. And the potential, Smith, for DeJounte Murray is evident.
He's already a tough defender. He has great size and length for the point guard position. Offense is where he has to grow.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
And Murray winning 2nd team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from McGee. Both free throws good from McGee. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Murray kicks to Aldridge. James against Gay. McGee with the block. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Jumps up, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging around 26 points per, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
The open shot, Gay. A rebound by the Lakers. Down low. It's tipped. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Cousins, the pass to Murray. From deep. Cousins, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Murray outside. Gay dishes to Murray. Passes it to Cousins. Fires at the elbow. That shot misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Lakers on top, up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, the offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, they're definitely struggling with their offensive efficiency. Anytime you're shooting in the low 30s from the floor, you're not going to put yourself in a position to win. They look too predictable right now. They need to do a better job of adjusting to what they're seeing from the defense.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Bradley in at the 1 spot.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's the lob to the hoop. James kicks to Davis. Green passes to Davis. Pass to McGee. Just 5 to shoot. Over Aldridge. They grab their own miss. LeBron outside. The pass to Green. Lakers passing it around. Bradley. Here's Davis. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
When Anthony Davis is aggressive going to the offensive glass, it gives this team another dimension.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Gay can't get it to go.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Now James, following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt. Bradley passes to LeBron. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Over in the corner, White. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
Gay finds White. Good on the three-point shot. White's got 8.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Outside Bradley. Steve, so many talented players in the league. Sometimes there's frustration over the lack of playing time. For instance, you look at the Celtics last year. Prime example.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, Kevin, you can have too much talent at the same positions and also style of play. You need some guys that can do other things that be effective on the court versus just scoring the basketball. And I think that's the reason why the Celtics ran into some trouble last year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And Walker subbed in for Murray. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Lakers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Bradley passes to McGee. Back to Bradley. Davis down low. Lyles there. And McGee kicks to James. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 17.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Nice little dribble move there from DeRozan to open up space for the shot.
Lakers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to McGee. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you want to get a good shot.
DeRozan trying to get open, and it's White with the rebound.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
DeRozan's shot is off. Lakers leading by 3. Bradley dishes to McGee. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's James. The baseline jumper goes down. LeBron's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
First free throw is good.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bradley finds James. It's Davis on the wing. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
Anthony Davis's game has so many options. He can dribble, he can catch and shoot, he can come off the screen, and now he has range.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Spurs trail by 6. It's DeRozan with the drive. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Keeping the dribble, inviting contact. DeRozan's become a master at converting these.
And they double up LeBron. Poeltl with the steal. Lyles with it. Passes it to Forbes. Lays it up and banks it in.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
James, the pass to Davis. Shoots over Poeltl. Here's McGee. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Lakers lead by 4.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Poeltl kicks to Forbes. It's stolen by Green. Poked loose. LeBron against DeRozan. Here's Davis, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Pass to Poeltl. Here's Lyles, headed by Green. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Murray's checked in for San Antonio. And San Antonio shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He's so dangerous when pushing in transition. AD with the size, the athletic ability, the scoring ability. Terrific finish.
Knocked loose. Stolen by McGee. He kicks it to Davis. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And once LeBron gets the ball in the painted area, the force he plays with is hard not to foul him.
He misses the free throw. The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Now Murray. He feeds it to Cousins.
And you see how Bradley's earned his defensive reputation. He has long arms and terrific balance, and he's always in attack mode.
And did they really just pull that off?
I think they did, Greg. Astounding play. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. San Antonio again turning it over. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And here's Los Angeles. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's LeBron. And good that time. James has got 12 points in just the second half. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
And the last few years, not what we're used to seeing from Avery Bradley on offense.
You're right. His percentages are lower. Overall, points are down. It just hasn't been easy for him moving around a lot. You want him for his defense, but you just hope the scoring can pick up.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play, take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Spurs. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan. Drops in the layup for two. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Lakers.
And it's James missing. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. It's a 13-point game. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
This is something Gay does wonderfully. An insane dunker who loves finishing strong at the rim.
James, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's DeRozan. It's off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. .119 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And White kicks to Gay. DeRozan against LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Missed it, even after all those chances.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
He gets the first, and that brings them to within 10.
In 2006, when Aldridge was drafted, he went 2nd overall. Judging from the multiple All-Star appearances, that's justified.
To the middle, stolen away.
Guys, let's just go ahead and... Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's LeBron. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Tremendous body control. LeBron takes the hit, sinks the shot, now gets a chance to add another point to his total.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Dwight Howard grabs the board. Kuzma outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.
My way up.
Yeah, congratulations, and let's get started. Here are the 4 finalists for Best Use of Color. In this category, it's all about the balance of sophistication.
The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ingram.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion. Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Could be a transition free-for-all tonight. Brent, what's your feeling about going for the open 3 on the break rather than taking it in for a higher percentage shot in a layup?
Well, nowadays we know that the three-pointer actually means more for any given team.
Analytically, you're right.
Analytically, yes. But Kevin, what I'm interested in is on a given night like this where we're going to see a ton of threes, what's the decision-making of the guy with the ball? Sometimes it'll be the point guard. It might be a wing player. But how smart is he at finding the right shooter at the right time at the three-point line on these fast breaks?
Making those big decisions. You're right. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Avery Bradley. And it's McGee in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram is out there with Favors, and it's Hart in at small forward.
LeBron exploiting the defense once again, knowing when to slash, and gets himself to the rim.
Ball. That one good for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And stolen by Favors. Jacks up a 3. Hart, no good. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the San Antonio Spurs.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Knocked away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Ingram passes to Holiday. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Green. Floats it up for James. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. James has got his second basket.
That's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, but none of it works.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Well, Jrue Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Jrue and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA. When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Bradley against Ball. The kick out to Holiday. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Jrue Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Jrue working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward. Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now here's Bradley. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Bradley. Here's Moore. Now the pass to Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Okafor with the steal. And here's Redick. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Moore outside. Passes to Melli. Off target from 3-point range. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron kicks to Green. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career, he has dealt with a lot of injuries. But Brent, he does play a high-impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league, and at his position is absolutely exemplary. You think about it, 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
That one misses, and New Orleans will come the other way. A drive by Redick, and he banks in the layup.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. LeBron left side. Over Moore. Here's Green. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And Okafor slams it in.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
McGee, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And here is Los Angeles now. 4-point game. Taking a look at the Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at the point guard.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
It's stolen by Bradley. Floats it up for James. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Washington, they sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Bradley. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Redick against Green. Alexander Walker passes to Melli. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 4 to shoot. Redick inside the line. Misses off the left iron. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
And LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
And stolen by LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
New Orleans making some changes here. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that will be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
McGee up top. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Green finds Rondo. Davis with it. Shoots over Ingram. Derek Favors with the rebound. Green against Holiday. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Lakers leading by 4. James right side. The pass to Green. Now McGee takes it from 10. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Holiday looking over the floor. Kicks it to Ball. Pass to Holiday. They need this. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's tipped to the inside. Here's McGee. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Holiday against Rondo. Rondo with the steal. Lobbed up there for Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, he's been dominant over the last month. Second in assists, 4th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Pelicans trailed by 8. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group. And this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
James with it, now guarded by Ball. Ingram with the steal.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And stolen by Favors. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts it up from 12. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-4 run. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kuzma. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And it's Davis with the jam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And here's LeBron outside, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. LeBron's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 13. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
Best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's got one of those streaks going lately where it doesn't seem like he can be stopped. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. Got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Hart is out there with Ingram, and it's Favors in at center. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. It's LeBron with the drive.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Ball. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Inside, looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Doesn't go for him. Pelicans trail by 15. Here's the floater. Davis with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Passes it the ball. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Davis. Hart kicks to Ingram. Up and in on the layup. Ingram's got 8 points. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. To the paint, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And just such great work from the athletic big man, Anthony Davis. Just so devastating on offense.
Pelicans trail by 17. Holiday, he's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Rondo, good.
I mean, you got to be honest, though. The transition defense just has been lacking.
Kuzma against Moore, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. .157 left here in the third quarter. Melly passes to Redick. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Caldwell Pope. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Davis. To the middle. Moore with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And the wide open shot from Redick.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one.
Yep, it counts.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pelicans trailed by 21. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Second, the Pelicans.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
.104 left to play in the third. Alexander Walker passes to Moore. They get a hand on it. Tries to keep it alive. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
The pass to Okafor. Here's Alexander Walker. Moore outside, trying to get something going. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Stolen by McGee. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And that one falls for Davis. Now here's Ingram. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ingram's got 11 points.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, delivering the blowout. From New Orleans, back in a moment. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
We just got to do a better job of executing, okay? And then we got to get back, guys. I mean, we got to be sprinting back.
Well, Greg, he doesn't sound pleased with his team's transition defense.
And you can't fault him. I mean, Coach Gentry really fighting to get his team more engaged.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got JaVale McGee. Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rondo in at the one. Okafor kicks to Miller. No good on the three. Lakers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Okafor with the steal. Redick for three. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for J.J. Redick. Lakers leading by 22. Inside, deflects the pass. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Jackson's got the ball. Here's Davis, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Some changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Josh Hart comes in for Miller. And it's Holiday in for Jackson. And Brett, with the corner three being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the fourth personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Williams has checked in. Clock at 6. Holiday inside the line. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Davis. Good on the shot. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the
I'd like
NBA.
to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
So for the Pelicans, Okafor comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Frank Jackson in for Hart. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Jackson. Here's Okafor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee. And he knocks down the first one. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. Both free throws good for Okafor. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the inside, taken away by Williams. Down low, Alexander Walker. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Jackson kicks to Miller. Back to Jackson. Pass to Miller. Six to shoot. Williams scanning the floor. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Floats it up for Davis. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pelicans. Knocks it loose. Beyond the arc. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. What did you like best about the way your team played tonight?
Came out with a lot of intensity. Offensively, we moved the ball, and everyone was involved. And defensively, try to get as many stops as possible, and we was able to do that.
Thanks for your time, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.